Hey guys, and welcome back to Software Inc, where today we had a very brief time lapse of me building a giant battery building, and it's pretty insane. And we also hired a lot of people so that this building could actually be staffed, but we did it so we could get into the gigawatt range, and I didn't realize once I built it I'd reached, let's just say, quite a high amount. So I'm a bit curious now, we make it 2.5 gigawatts an hour storage wise. An hour. That is insanity. But we did that because as we're going into the 2000s, let's just say manufacturing gonna be draining our power. And I felt this tiny battery building was just not cutting it, and I wanted to experiment too with the underground building, but as you can see, the plot lines do let you build underneath roads, so I could in theory actually have rooms that go under the roads to other locations. Kind of cool. We're experimenting with this for now though. We're going to see if this actually works, if it's good enough for the job, or if it burns and fails, so don't worry about that. It's just a trial for it. Concept idea at best. We'll find out how well that goes. Hopefully it doesn't set on fire. It's one of our most expensive buildings, I believe, isn't it? 87 million! I love how that's like a tiny amount of what we make though as a company. I do love how that is a tiny amount. It's comical. But yeah, that's fine. Right, Gus Fernandez and Ella Wood are retired, and Sylvia is also retired. Okay, well, that's great to hear. Not great to hear literally, but I think everyone knows what I meant by great to hear. Let's pause time quickly. Let's have a look in here. Our stocks are just not for going up. Right. What have we got that's ready to come out? You're ready? Press build. Review. You're ready, and I'll give you an update. Move this up here. Okay, move you there. That should be on top, and that's minimized, and that's minimized. Right. Still got nearly 1 million people on that. Not so many people on our phone, or box, sorry. Some on that. So, oh, I thought I said 10,000, then I was about 1,000? Wow. No, 10 million. So what I was gonna do before we change anything is... I've bloody forgotten. I've gone and forgotten. Come on, brain. Come on, stupid brain. Figure it out. Research. 3D. Bam. There's that I needed to do. And then there's... How have I forget? You know what? I don't know how I forget these things, but I have. So what we need to look at is the chefs at some point to work out why they don't have a stove. And I'm using my fancy quotations in my hands right now. I'm like, quotation, don't have a stove. Right, plan is going to be to make them a stove spot. Okay, I need somewhere to hide that. That's a bit better. That's better. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go into these kitchens and just jump on in and give ourselves that ever so needed bit of room. I'm aware that this side's going to be one of those pains in the arse to find a place for these to go, but I'm sure I'll do it somehow. God. That is great that I managed that. Okay, so there's 2 more stoves here, and in theory I probably could just duplicate that room over here, but we'll do it manually, and then that way we're fine. Now I do realize I did accidentally take one of these cabinets into storage, so that is something I did notice. So yeah, so we get that down, delete that, that's got that storage, great. Go over here, and the reason we're adding these in is in case there's an overlap in staff, worst case scenario, the chefs still have somewhere they can go and do a job. So, because surprisingly, we go for enough food to feed an entire city at this rate. just from the amount we waste per day. If you were to look at it in the sense that, how many people could you feed with this money that've wasted food? You'd be in the millions. You really would. Right, that's that done, and I haven't remembered what I was going to go and do, so that's fine. Oh, it was inflate stocks to... See, the minute the midnight goes past, I remember. The minute midnight just goes over that little line, I remember. That tiny line. Honestly. So, not his stocks. I want to inflate the value of just a random stock that I pick out of a hat. My brain is gone too much in here, yeah. Which stocks in the mid? POV is going down. So is OXB. OXB, gonna invest into you 100 million. Boom. And I'm gonna take out those. Right. Pause time. Who can't find a stove? Well, first off, why are you here? Second off, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go into our managing staff section. Let's go to everyone that is a cook, and then between 8 to 12, select all and make them start at 7. Boom. Right. So now, there shouldn't really be an overlap. But there is an hour missing, just to be clear. So I'm hoping that that won't make a difference. But look how many people use this canteen. That's insane. Whew. I'm amazed they can even keep up. But on the bright side, if they haven't got food here, they just come over here and, you know, snack, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. That is not the sounds you want to hear a YouTuber making snack, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh, gone insane. Gone insane. Right, okay. Okay, well, I don't want to be the cockiest guy alive, but our waiting room is one of the cleanest rooms because it has staff hired that just sit there the entire time. And it also just looks nice, this waiting room. Like, you're telling me this looks like a bad waiting room? Look at all those little statues at the top. I can't remember which one it is that affects cleanliness, but I'm almost tempted to put one in there that's long lasting, but we don't have any available yet. Okay. That's fine. We'll speed up time anyway. Okay. It is nice to see how every building has its own philosophy with the building design and the what goes where. You know, got batteries in the building, solar at the top always when possible, minus over in the big battery building because I don't want to have any solars taking up the space I need at the top because all these floors are being used technically right now. Okay, so which floor are we on at charging? So we've only just got to the second floor. My god. We're only at the second floor with charging. Wow. Alright, hold on. How much are we producing? Only a megawatt? Only 4 megawatts? Oh no, that is not very... How do I say? It's not going to charge very quickly. 2.5 gigawatts and we're getting on 4 megawatts an hour? Oh my god. Please tell me that was an hour, because if that's a day, that's an hour. We're making even less now. Dear God. This is gonna take some time to charge. Although, there is a possibility that something isn't linked up on the turbines when the game save wants to let me continue playing. There we go. Okay, you're making kilowatts per hour, kilowatt per hour, kilowatt. Yeah, it is purely just the magnitude of electricity that we're trying to store is the problem. It's not, you know, anything other than that. I do like seeing all these people going in to clean certain places. Not happening right now. You know, no one's going in and going, I need to clean this place. This is a disgrace. Well, how do you work here? Pretty stupid voice. But anyway. Right. Entertain me, game. Why are all them... Let me rephrase that. Why am I I can't rephrase it right. Okay. First off, pause time. Staff. You're all assigned to Software Center, right? Yeah. No changes in that. How many are assigned to Software Center in the early hours? 12. I only have space for 10, I'm a dingus. Fire 2, I didn't even need to add those things on, okay. How many on this team? Because it looks like a lot more than 12. Yeah. Okay, let time go. And let's see if we get another chef complaint. Who was complaining they haven't got a bathroom? The Play Sports team member. Interesting. Because last I checked, these are toilets. Could be wrong, but fairly confident. I can't see why they can't get to the bathroom. However, it's not something I'm going to entertain very much because there is a bathroom there and available. So I want to go into insurance. I want to look at this. Did I actually raise its value? I did. My buying it gave it a slight nudge up, just a tiny bit though. Nothing major. Okay. Pause time. You're unable to find a fridge? What do you mean? What do you mean you're unable to find a fridge? Okay. Plenty of fridges here, guys and girls. Currently used by nobody. Right. Okay. Euphorified. Solve that problem. Because I don't know why they're not able to find anywhere to work. You're unhappy with your job. Yeah, well, I'm not exactly going to worry about that. Let's let time speed up. I do like these more open workplace areas, though. I do, I'm presuming out that. Blooming out, that's loud. I know you guys are probably hearing it a lot quieter than I am, but oh, wow. That was ear-deafening, hearing all them talking away. And then they all just disappear for their lovely meeting. Look at that. That's cool. Okay then. Right, where are we at with all of these anyway? Let's actually start focusing. So, oh, the creativity hasn't got a great score, but I'm not reiterating it because I want to get it out, really. So let's promote that, have that in that phase. Oh, they're still working on that. That's not great. Okay, well, they're still working on it, but it's taken them a while. Honestly. Right, okay. Where are we at with our charging of our silly battery bank? We're not even remotely close. Oh dear God. What have I done? Okay. So we're producing nearly, well, about 4 megawatts an hour. Or, yeah, an hour, yeah. Right. Legal team, pattern that for me. Even on a rainy day, you know. Oh, I get it. So we are actually making more than that 4, that's megawatts. But this is a lot higher than Interesting. I'm not following this and this. I'm not. Are we selling the rest back to the grid? No, we're not. So, if we're making... I haven't got a metric for this, really. But if we're making a lot, let's just say the words a lot. Okay. Like 65.9 every section of this so far, and yet we're only reading that. Where's the rest going? Oh, it's just megawatts, no hour on the air. Okay, ignore me. I've worked it out in my head now. Okay, if you can't tell, I did do electrical basics, but never really got my head around the units of it. I know voltage, I know amp. I'm not some science though. I'm not from electrical basics and scouts, so I can put a fuse back together, I can tell you that. Take the old fuse out, put a new one in. You know. I can do that. I can rewire a plug, which is the best I can do in electrics. Unless you count plugging your PC into a wall. In which case, then I'm definitely a 5-star. No, yeah, that's literally my expertise and knowledge. Although I do know certain things as well, but they're not really electrical, I guess. It's more software-based electrical engineering stuff. You know, smart meters, etc., 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 programming one. Those kind of things. I won't call them electrical jobs. I don't know what you guys think. Would you call that an electrician? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious now. Or in the Discord if you want to have a full-on conversation about it, because that's absolutely welcome. Link in the description below. Okay. God, I've missed recording for the past few days. We normally take like a, you know, full-blown recording, but, well, we had a hiatus. So, I'm gonna call in some cleaning. Go turn off that filter. Oh my god. Look at that. You better be kidding me. Oh my god, wow. Okay, let's go down here and let's just poke around. Check if any of these are low in state. I'm not seeing any low in state, so that's good. Okay, we'll just go upstairs now and check all these. Once the game loads the next tick, by all means. Seems the higher up we go, the better they are. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, that's pretty decent. I don't know what we're printing, but I'm going to presume we just released something. Company you've invested in started selling more shares. Oh, is this that one I wanted to buy the leader off, but they wouldn't let me poach them unless met a certain score, yeah. Which team would they be good for, though? Tanking? Normal. Stranger Things, bad. Aromatics, normal. Okay. And then go back on that and sell our entire share in that company. Okay. Let's have a look at which one of these companies is the richest, just out of curiosity. So you're close behind, no you're not. Okay, that's just what we got nominated anyway. So we got best employer. Okay, that's pretty decent. So we got that. So who's the best designer is now then. Nice. Ooh, nice. Okay, so who's the second richest? No one's digital. 34% of our stuff, well 35 technically is listed. Okay. I like how the AI quite literally just doesn't look realistic in any way. Like, come on. This is really not realistic. Look at that. One release. Zoom, off the scale. Now it's so intertwined, you can't even tell the difference between it. Right, let's, well, first off, what I'm going to do at midnight, across the entire campus, I want to check I didn't have one select when I did that. I didn't let anyone that would have made a difference. Just hire myself a whole load of cleaners just to run around and clean the place up. I'll do. Right, so they're selling shares. Quite a lot of shares actually, so we'll buy 200 and just 200 I think. Yeah. Small amount. Start to own part of one of the biggest companies behind us. Buy out the competition, which I'm pretty confident would be considered a crime in most countries. You know, doesn't surprise me if that was the case, but probably is. So we're still going to do our Museum of Awards at some point. That's an interesting thing. We also got over here. Then we've got the Petabyte project, which is going to be hell. I don't know how I'm going to pull that bit off, having a petabyte of storage. Right, 9 and 10 are both not people to sell to. Pretty amazing. Means they have finally ended their life cycle. Okay. Right, so this building over here, if you're wondering, has no windows. That's by design intention. It's got more smoke alarms in than windows by intention. That's literally the design philosophy behind that. Less windows, more smoke alarms, less chance of a fire being undetected. Probably overkill. Definitely overkill. But if it does the job, it does the job. So, yeah. It is a bit interesting to see people crossing across each side to get food. I'm not too sure I approve of that idea and concept. How are we doing up here in the canteen? Looks like they're doing fine. Yeah. Okay. And then over here, let's do a quick spot check. Okay, so we're getting around the 80s, that's the roof. And then down here, yeah, around the 80s. Any of these in the 70s that I'm going to randomly click on? I don't think so. Right, okay. So what we're going to do very quickly is we're going to see where we're at with utilities, and then we'll go from there. Utilities, we're doing pretty decent, nice. Losing, running out of stock, okay. Instead of, you know, printing it, which I should do, I'm just going to buy it in. It's just quicker. It is just quicker, that's the only reason I'm doing it that way. So that's the same complaint every morning. And then they suddenly have places they can be. Okay, where's a mess? That isn't that messy. Like, honestly, that is pretty tidy. Oh, I never get it. Never understand that. But what I will say is I'm loving how we did these. But I'm not loving the racket that's coming from in here. Just out of curiosity, isn't the next computer in 2015 or 10? 15 and then 30. God, they raised that up, didn't they? I say in 2015 we move out of the entire campus and buy an entire area instead of having it in the middle of the city. That would be interesting to go about it that way. God, could you imagine that? That would be mind-blowingly insane. Okay. Yeah, we'll counter that. I mean, they're not offering him much, to be honest with you. We're a $2 billion company. We're worth more than Elon Musk, I think. So, definitely worth staying here. Oh, wow. Yeah, just buy the recommended amount in. Not gonna worry too much on that. Okay. I'm amazed we've not had a fire over here yet. That is one of the reasons why I keep coming over here to check. Especially in the basement because of all the connections, as you can see. Oh, didn't mean to go onto that, but am I seeing people walking underground? Like through the walls? Yeah, it's just the game clipping them from above. Okay. For a second then I was a bit confused to how people were doing that. Okay, let's select the entire building quickly, and then all these. I have 4,917 batteries. Oh my god, that's insane. Okay. That is insanity, if I knew it. That's just way too many batteries, but believe me, when we come to doing the 2015 map, that is gonna have no bearing on the way stuff runs. Wow, that's a lot of batteries. It's a hell of a lot of batteries. I think we're fine though. Can't see it being an issue with that many batteries on the replacement. I mean, what could possibly happen, eh? Right, yeah, we'll cancel that offer of employment, which is nearly $1 million, which is nothing to us lately. We invested that in an entire product. Sure, I'll spend $9 million on it. Fuck it. Go solve the issue. Speaking of spending that $9 million, it did make a bit of interest, so while it's worthwhile, remove all of those. And let's take out... no, we don't need insurance, really. Let's deposit ourselves 233,000. Okay, that's just putting us straight at 2 billion. Okay, so that's going to come back out at 2009 with interest. Right, okay, that's fine then. And if we have to take it out on an emergency loan, which I really doubt is going to happen, but we do, it won't be so difficult. So yeah, let's also quickly come in here, and what I'm going to do is we're going to get ourselves a pathway for this and just run it from A to B like so. Okay, that looks better. That better than having grass there for it. So okay, too many long tasks. Which team is that? The play sports team. I'll indulge them. Let's have a look and see if we can work out why. Okay, 2 exclusive lead for the AUX. Sure, you can work out that one. I mean, non-binding wouldn't make much sense, so we'll give him exclusive lead. And I'm gonna take 16 off there too, and all 3 of these can get canned. Like so. Now the pattern's actually been ready for a while, but it's fine. Take that on, and then what we're also gonna want to do, I'm debating this. Level text the hardware. Oh, it'll be done by the end of the year, the hardware research. Be fine that then. Every morning like clockwork. Never gonna change, is it? Honestly. Right, oh, you're fine. I don't see an issue there. Like, sure, buying a meaningless amount, but seriously, it's not really going to make a difference. I do love how this is suddenly reverbing back up now, you know, back into 2 billion. Pretty decent. But with that said, guys, as always, been fun having you here in Software Inc. And it's been a pretty interesting series so far. We have got a few more episodes ahead of us, and then we're wrapping up for the foreseeable in this game at least. So with that said, as always, thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to leave a like as always and to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.